Okay, good morning everybody. I have an absolute nightmare on the streams at the moment. So it's up and down like Oars Draws. I think it's the Vida software, not sure. We're just jamming up with on a little bounty here, trying to get into the top sort of 5 or whatever, 3 or 5. Everybody on the table can sort of take us out, and a lot of times when you're sitting mid to low table, which is not a good place to be. So we need to get some clout behind us. We could spin up a king 5 here. So we're not going to now. We've got more openers going on. So we're definitely out of there. Got the king 8, so there's a king 5. He ain't going to probably get a king out, is he? Or is he? I think the 6, the 7's. No, we got a king on the end there, look. And we would have split potty with him. Unbelievable, the game sometimes that finds a card. It's definitely been finding them this morning for people. I've remarkably run into 4 card flushes and 4 card straights in a remarkable number already today. Please don't tell me it's because I'm looking at so many hands. It's just not indicative to say that. It's like if something's happening, if something smells like fish, it's fish. As my granddad used to say. If it smells like fish, it's normally fish. If it smells like a fish, looks like a fish, it's probably a fish. No comments, please, about me being a fish. I know where I am, you wankers. I do like the game that, everybody's got there's no right way of or wrong way of playing the game. There's you could say, oh, there's the optimal way of playing it to get the maximum amount of return on monies or whatever. Well, yeah, but what about someone who's just grinding out? Let's say they're playing a game that has a 3-to-1 luck rate. Yeah, you've got 3-to-1 luck, 3-to-1 probability outcome. Yeah, it's a freeway. It's you, me, and Charlie Harry, the corned beef inspector, in a game. Now, let's just go to say that we went. We only have 1 chip each. It's an all-in or fold tournament. Yeah, and we're going to be getting a situation where you're going to have a probability outcome of winning 1 in 3 times, aren't you? And if we could keep running the game and running the game and running the game until we're all 80 years old, I'm sure it's going to be that we've all got like a slightly equal share. Charlie and the corned beef inspector might be slightly up on it, but it's just probability outcome, isn't it? So if that being said, all the outcomes of all the cards all have a probability outcome to them. And we see that we can't get a realization of probability outcome unless we live a lifetime or longer. Do you know what I mean? Some probability outcomes are not going to get realization in a lifetime, are they? So that being said, it means that all outcomes have a chance and everything is a chance and a probability to happen, isn't it? Morning, Nick. How the devil are you, mate? Yeah, so it's like this player here decided to shove in with his ace 10, and the jack 3. Who should that jack 3 even be there in that hand? You might say, oh, he shouldn't be playing that card. Well, he's in the big blind. He's committed for a chip or stake in the game already before it started, and then it's also the fact that it's a bounty tournament, isn't it? So, so it's a very strange thing. Um, so we ran out the 25 spin games there. Right, we're maxing up. We're winning a bounty, so we're trying to put our bounty on the line to get people to do that sort of thing and call us, and we're going to get multi-wayed. Oh, we're going to get in trouble here. Proper trouble. We need a jack. We we need to see a jack down there, I feel. Not too sad. One of us might set up. Well, the king certainly set up. Unbelievable. There we go. No, we give him put him a 4 down there and all, don't we? Give him a house. Nice. We're just going to bounce straight back in there. I think we go straight back in with about 20 bigs. 16 bigs. So on our 16 big push fold range, which is quite extensive, and it's fucking massive, massive range. I don't think there's a lot. There's only a little bubble in the off range and a little bubble in the suited range that don't get played. You know, here's one of them. I mean, 9-2 suited just don't play well at all. It's one of those hands you're better off just folding. Yeah, go on, give us a diamond on the river. Yeah, there it was. We would have won it. Absolutely ridiculous to even think that we wouldn't have even had a chance of winning that against the 9-10 and the 10. You know, fuck off. It's rigged. It's rigged on here. It's rigged, I'm telling you. We're all in with a king 3. King 3 don't play too sad. It's just over 40%. Equally, so we're in a 60-40 split sort of thing. Just under a coin flip. A flip and a half. Yep, cheers LTV. Thanks for the 3. And thanks for the king. Gave him a 4 just so to make it good. Thanks, mate. Thanks for the pigeon. Thanks for the pigeon. Thanks for the shit. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, some weird shit with what the game AI says, and it always do stats are really strange. For instance, a VPIP voluntarily putting money into a pot that you don't have to. We have a call. Hold on a second. Right, yeah, just talking about where we're going poker tonight. Probably down to Rayleigh. It's either at, I think there's a game on. Um, yeah, gonna have to. I think there's a game Rayleigh tonight. Just getting the details through now. It's Traveller's Joy at Rayleigh. Um, we're looking at all the bounty tournament. Come on, just shove in with a 6-7 suited. Plays good. Got a good 60-40. Gets an extra 10% fold equity behind it with a shove. So we might even get like a bigger hand to fold out here that's limped. Yeah, so the Traveller's Joy at Rayleigh tonight is a 7:30 start time. Nice cheap £10 buying, £10 bounties as well. Optional £10 top up at the bake and a rebuy if you need it. The last 3 weeks have been over £900 in the pot, so definitely a nice one to get down to. Short stack is now 15 bigs. We're still on a push shove range, so we're just see if we can get one bit of traction. Yeah, so it's decent night tonight. That starts around 7:30 and finishes about 11. Yeah, the analysing of the game and that is definitely far out there. Yeah, just talking about the VPIP. So you can voluntarily put money in the pot, right? And the game what likes to, let's say optimal statistics there in a tournament would be say 65-70% early tournament range level, say 1, 2, 3, 4, and then after that you'd be looking at sort of VPIPing down at around about 30-40%. That'd be a standard sort of tournament. And extremely tight players who are too tight would be down at 20-25% range, right? Now, that being said, what happens when you're chip leader and you're now dominating smaller stacks and whatnot, well, you're voluntarily putting money in a pot every bloody most hands. So if that is the case, what happens to your stats? You know, they just go out completely, don't they? You're now way out. You're now voluntarily putting money in every single pot. So we've got a higher end straight here. The ace 10 is a, you know, okay, it's got the bottom end of it. So it's a nice, nearly double up. Yeah, double up. That's all right. So we now can sit and wait for cards again, so we don't have to go. Our range has just tightened up completely again. So we've now got a range really we're at 25 bigs with, which is extremely tight. Realistically, we're down to sort of ace jacks, ace 10 if it ain't been opened. You know, we're looking at ace kings, queens, jacks there. That's about it. Pocket pairs wise, depending on position, you know, I'm going to go too tight, but depending on position and whatnot, we'll see if we can, you know, work a position for a steal or something as well. Well, yeah, so it's like poker's poker, isn't it? Either you're playing poker at poker sense or you're playing poker by the numbers. If you're playing poker by the numbers, then fair enough. There's no change in your ways, are there? It is what it is. You bet, you call, you fold, you re-raise, you whatever on certain hands, whatever, certain people, positions, whether you're exploiting or strict GTO or whatever. You know, like, so it's it's a very easy game to sort of just switch and change to, isn't it? You know, to switch and change. Like we talk about GTO and fucking explorative, but what about where it's just random? Random is random does, like you know, like these low stake tournaments where people absolutely play any two cards. They could be playing their birth date, they could be playing the neighbour's door number, they could be playing anything. So if that is the case, we've got we've got to tighten up our range into a GTO standard to be able to exploit the exploitive, you know, because they're not playing an exploitive range. They're not range their cards. They're not playing like a, you know, a particular type of set. You know, like they only have he's managed he has 7-8 suited or whatever in his range, and he's got a 6-4 suited in his range, and you know, no. What about he's got a 10-4 in his range? He's got a 10-5 in his range. He's got a king 3. He's got a king 5 in his range. You know, so we've got to basically play the whole deck, haven't you? You've got to be able to sort of. Some players would look at it and only bet the nuts in certain types of tournaments, and they're only looking at betting the, you know, top nuts, second nuts sort of scenarios. Other players don't. You know, they're going in very loose and betting a bottom pair. You know. So I've got 11 places paid on this one. I mean, it is bounty still, so we're still on the call for a bounty. We've got 4 big open there. You always end up with a gut shot, don't you? So we've got that gut shot, backdoor flush. We could have put a single bet in there as a stop bet, but I feel like LTV is just coming in over the top. He's got pocket kings, queens, jacks. No, ace, king, ace, queen, ace 6, ace 7 here maybe. Could be a set. Might have even got the straight already with the 4-5. Yeah, I'm just going to check that over to him slowly. Hopefully we're wary of the 6 and check back. No, he's confident of the 6. So if he didn't have a 6, so we can put him probably confidently on ace 6. And I'll just, all we're paying for here is a gut shot, and it's all of our money. So definitely not the We'd be playing. I had to look at me chip sizes. And I thought, what the fuck am I doing here? All right, so we're back down down in Beverly Hills again. We better pay attention. I don't know why. For some reason, I thought I was actually had some chips. I was looking at their stacks at 97 bigs and 113 bigs, and I was looking at myself at being up at 200 bigs. I think we had 20. All right, so we're back on a short stack game. Let's, see if we can getting out live. Right, so we're live. That's working. See if we can. Whoop. Right, let's just put that down there. Right, stick that up there. Flush, no. Just a pair of aces. We're gonna run into aces. No. King 10 again, only a 40% and doesn't plays a little bit better than 40%. I think it plays around about 46, 45. It being suited. I think unsuited goes about 43, I think. Hence I say I think. So we're still pushing up. We might be mid pack, but we're even under the places paid banner. And you can, I mean, like, let's say everybody below us went out, we'll be in 13th place, wouldn't we still? So if anyone above us goes out, probably the people that took them out will go above us. So we're not going to gain any spots at all. Unless we absolutely sat out until a bubbling sets, we're going to be down to one or two bigs. We wouldn't have any players at all. We wouldn't make it to the latter part of the tournament. We'd be all in most hands until we either double up or go out. So better off getting him. That's why the 16 big blind range is quite a good shove range to be in. 12.5 works as well because it works because a lot of tournaments on late reg, when you come in at that point, you come in with 12.5 bigs. So it's a good range to study, I suppose. It's not even that. It's probably better to see the cards to study the cards you don't play than the cards you do play, because it's just not that many cards, not that many cards you don't play. Nice one, rock on. We've got ourselves a viewer. Rock on. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. We need to get our viewers up. Ah, look, what's this me doing that with? I think is he just stealing blinds on the button? We've got an ace. I want to call it. We're going to fold it. Ace king. Wow. The king queen is queen 10 runs at like 30% on the ace king hand. 40% is 87, is it? But yeah, still picks up a two pair and It's taken off the table basically for playing too good. Where are you from, Heavy Knockout? Local lad? What time are we on here? It's 2:30 in the afternoon in the UK. So all the Europeans are on the same as us. So that 10.5 is a 40% and as a push. I mean, I do like any two cards, to be honest. I suppose the any two cards. Poker's one of the things. If you've got, let's say you've got 1,000 big blinds, are you telling me you're not going to play one big blind to see the flop? Of course you are. It's like throwing away a penny in it. It's have a look. Let's have a look at that flop. And you've got any two card scenario, ain't you? You can be hitting full houses. You're going to be hitting straights. Uh, you know, flushes. Everything's going to come through for you if you could just see these cards and the run out. Obviously, in tournament play, we're restricted with big blinds, so we've only got a certain bit of play going on with our any two card hands. And I say any two cards, they've got to make it. It's got to be able to make a straight. So gap connectors and is what I'm really looking at. Really, you know, even a three gap connector, two gap connectors, whatever. I mean, who don't like the Dolly Parton? Working 9 till 5. And it's like a game of chess in ways. It's a bit of a battle, isn't it? You know, and uh, yeah, I mean, like there's a different levels of the game of people playing. If people are playing for money, if they're trying to actually earn money from something, you know, like the builder who's got to pay his wage bill and goes down the card hall and plays cards to try and earn money to pay a bill, right? Well, they're trying to play for money, aren't they? They're trying to play to get in. And if they enter in the tournament, they're trying to win the tournament. I get that, right? Um, but when you've got people that are looking at entertainment and they're just looking at going out for like 5 or 6 hours, having a drink, sitting around a table with some friends, and the card game does become a little bit inconsequential. Um, that's just the fun, a little bit of fun added into their conversation. Sweet. Beautiful place in the world, that is. Bulgaria, what a lovely place. Come straight out of that, there's no need to get involved. So we've got 11 big blinds, there's 16 people. We're going to just take the gamble, most hands. But we're not just going to go brash all in with everything, we're just going to open normal. If we get shoved, we get call. We can call. Lino coming in. He's in. We've hit that jack. I don't know how good we are with the king out there. He's going to make us pay for it. I think he's going thin. I don't know why he's thin. Maybe he's looking for a back door or something. Yeah. So don't give him the chance. So easy fold a 4-bet there. Yeah, it's just like the bigger the ring on the table, like so, we're playing eight ring at the moment, so the range is just a hell of a lot tighter, isn't it? What we're going against here, we've got a 6.6 and he's just come limping in with 17 bigs. We're just going to attack it. He might have aces, more than likely not. Limp. And the aggression there with the Queen 6 pays it off to make it a 50% equity hand, because we get that fold element there going on with hands. And he's doing this again. He's only got 16 bigs. And he's just limping. That's his second limp he's done. So it's hemorrhaging blinds. And also when they're taking, we're on a 7-ring table. They're taking a nibble off of us as well, nearly a sort of a sixth of a blind, seventh of a blind. I think it's about, you pick your spots, don't you, in poker. A lot of weird shit going on with with me. Close up a bit of the gap. I mean, Desi on the deep stack here. I want to shove it, but I'm not going to. The like when you're talking, if the Bryans are pretty aggressive, and you're looking at sort of 50 bigs, then a 10-ring game isn't too sad, because you ain't got to wait too long before them blinds are getting down. The play starts happening around about 20-25 bigs. So he hasn't got to wait that long, especially if they're quite aggressive blinds, depending on the tournament. If you're online, that can be literally 30 minutes, 20 minutes before you're down to 25 bigs, or even quicker if it's a nutty turbo. So when the game does then become that, and becomes that short stack game, well, now the game opens for players like me who know how to exploit the scared stacks, is what I call them, really. And you're exploiting the weakness in players. So we've still got our 5 people to drop out. Well, we have got live poker tonight, so do need to get me wits about me. I can't get myself ready for the night. Just set an alarm in a minute. I know what I'm like. What are you up to, Nick? You coming out? You coming to Rayleigh? Have a little pub game for you. We're just going to probably bubble out to the money now. We've got 3 bigs, 2 bigs, you know. Like, everyone's going to be really pushing the boundary of these blinds at the moment. I don't think anyone's going to get many folders because of the bounties. What are we doing here? Normal size open. Don't need to commit ourselves to all in unless someone does it for us. It's annoying if someone does. I mean, we could easily fold it. If someone shoves all in there, we could go, right, we're fold, because any pair is beating us, isn't it, you know? So we've got a backdoor flush and the backdoor flush and the king sitting pretty. So just scraped into a money slot now. We've still got our 4 people to go out before the money starts. And I've seen some people in this scenario just go away from the table. They turn up their chair and fuck off because they know that they don't have to play any hands and they could be in a final table situation. And they don't mind being on a final table with only sort of 5 big blinds or whatever, or 2 or 3 big blinds. They know they can either double up and get in the money or they're out. Yeah, horrible way to go out yesterday, which was had I was in a cash game. I had a pair of aces, and the geezer had a pair of tens. And I tabled my aces. I'm not one of these players that sits there occasionally not showing cards and all that stuff. It's a game. Just fucking. I'm playing a certain game, and so I just tabled him anyway. And what have I done here? Did we seriously get all in with her? No, no. Thought he was. He was just a short stack, wasn't he? 2 big blinder. Yeah. Yeah, so gets our money in good with a pair of aces. Geezer doesn't table them, but he's got a pair of tens in his hand. And the ball ran out of fucking Broadway for him. 4 to the straight. And it's like, holy shit. There's only Nora, as I'm going to only have aces and kings and queens there, can't it? Oh, we're in trouble now. We are in trouble here. Coming at 2. Yeah, and that's why I just said we should fold our ace king out. So what did we take there? We took 7 cents in bounties, which is very depressing, really, since it was a 33-cent bounty tournament. We didn't even wipe our mouth on it, wankers. Right, let's have a butcher's here then. Where are we at? So we've got late reg, 22-cent feeder for a $1.10 told me. So butcher's tickets in a sec. Ticket wise, we have none. We have a one sit and go ticket. So we're a 20-cent sit and go ticket to the path to millions. So we've got to register in for that. We've got all in or fold tournament tickets that always go off at 7, 8 o'clock tonight when we're playing games or having a shower or eating dinner. Just does seem a ridiculous thing from the peoples. Just going to min raise it. Big blind, small blind special. Oh, he must have re-raised again. Okay. So raised, he's re-raised. We're going to flat call him. Oh, let's see what he's got then. He's got an ace. Is that why he's... No. Is it just some sort of fisherman, this geezer? What's he going to do with... No, we're going to leave him to it. We're going to give him the fish sign. Yeah. Let's just shove him in. And he's small blind, big blind bet with that geezer now. And every time he's going to be in the small blind or big blind, he's going to get a shove. Nice one. Ready to go. Ace king, as you do. It's a nice cheap one. Nice easy one. Where are we with the game? Bounce into that. Spinning a 7-4. They do get a few numbers in with this one tonight. And a local pub. Oh, we got shit being thrown now as well. Oh, and targeted. Oh, okay. Yep, there we go. If you want to target us. There you go. King Jack the rookie hand. Oh, he needs a 9. Still needs a 9. There you got the 9. Oh, we run him out straight. Because that's how he can win. Yeah, yeah, definitely shit. Yep, he was proper gambler, he was, wasn't he? He was calling us shit and throwing us shit with a 5-8. It's fair place. Hmm. Excuse me. Definitely got a tickle. Wow, must be smoking someone's hair or something, like a pubic one. Right. Excuse me, peoples. So we've got the other game that's flicked up now is the ticket, the road to a million. So we stick that up down the bottom left here. And see now this tournament, what we're in here, now it's only got basically a 4 ring already because some nutter went all in first hand. And we're just basically going to be sitting as tight as a drum really until more people go out or we see a position. You check the flop, check the turn. He's blanking, not trapping. uh, uh, where are we looking here? We're folded. Rayleigh. Put in from premium. And everyone's in a cagey manner on that table, for sure. Keep it thin, early position. King 6 suit is in our 16 big blind push range. We've bought ourselves in. We just got limping in. Limping in. We've got backdoor straight. Still backdoor straight. No, we're dead for this backdoor straight. What was it? We died on the turn. Easy fold. You can put him on 2 pair, ace, queen, ace, 6, ace, 7. You know, the whole board sort of screamed his range. Need to be playing 7 4s. Straightforward. And we can push the blinds there. We make it juicy. I don't mind just taking them down and nicking the blind rather than getting into it with people with like a king 9 or something, you know. Yep, I'm going to keep doing that with his blind. Bit party time. Party! So just hitting a break on that one, I'll switch. Just bring that screen over to there for the moment. Oh, all in. We're folded. It's not in front. Definitely not in front. Still not in front. Would have lost. There's on the break at the moment, aren't we? Let's just run that break off. So there. Oh, what am I doing? Jesus. That one's doing that one. And that one. So we're down to the final flourish. We're going to go for 16 big range. Push. We're going to check. Hit the 5. Over pop bet. We maxed. 6-9 called. In front at the moment. Hence I said at the moment, because you knew it was coming. You just knew it was coming. We knew it was fucking coming. Fucking 6-9. 6-9 off. 6-9 off called. Well, you have balls. You have balls. Yeah. I don't mind, you know, we want the calls, don't we? We want them. It's just like you do think sometimes it's a bit weird how they do call. Did he seriously run out? And we ran out of the fucking straight there. We had him, and no, the only reason we could have him is by having that 8 on the board. He can't complete without a fucking 8. Do you know what I mean? Why did they have to do it though? The game didn't have to fucking run it out that way, did it? For fuck's sake. I don't know. It does get on my tits. Because it's hand after hand. You know, is it just fucking, is it come down to luck and I'm just one of the most unluckiest poker players in the world? Is that what it comes down to? Luck. You either got it or you ain't, and if you ain't unlucky, you're just not going to get the fucking run out. It's going to be more in the favour of the undercards and the underdog. It's going to be more in their favour than it is yours. You're the favourite, right? And if that is the case, that means you're just an unlucky player, isn't it? It's surely. Also, what did someone say? Well, you've got to live. You've got to keep playing and keep playing until you're 80. Till I'm 80 years old. I then get a realisation. All these bad beats where I'm in front and you lose, you're in front, lose, whatever. All those scenarios, and people go, oh no, but he used behind in front of that. Yeah, that's not poker though, is it? Poker's got fuck all to do with hands pre-flop. Poker's all about hands after the flop. You know, and you go, well, he had so many outs. Well, yeah, but it's about hitting them outs, and then you go, well, yeah, he had 9 out of, you have to about 12, 13 outs. You know, when someone's in that scenario, I don't think as much as that 9 outs, 12 outs. You know, when they're in that scenario of it, 12, and there's only, you know, 36 cards in there. There's 1 in 3 cards. That means that every sort of third card out of the pack might help them. Might being the operative word. And we don't know what cards have gone in the muck or whatever. But yeah, it's a fucking... Anyway, end of rant. End of rant. It's just been a terrible morning for me already. I've seen too much going on today to be anything other than fucking extremely bad luck. You know? God damn it. Godverdomme for our Dutch people. Right, come, we just want a bloody ticket. Be happy once I win the ticket. Float calling. 4 ringed. Anything south, we've got a range of, we've got very exploitive range when we're in excess of sort of 35 bigs. We've got to put him on the on an ace here, haven't we? You know, 75% of the pot. Just float call, snap call him straight away if he's got an ace. He has a king eye, king X there. Maybe pocket pair or something. Just stand at him. Or a low jack on a high jack. We could have him at ace X here. I said, I don't want to check raise him. I'd rather put in a good bet and hope he calls with an ace X. Yeah. The queen is extremely worrying there, isn't it? Any queen completed. I think we're going to check him. See if he wants to bluff bet it or he's actually got it. I feel like if he actually had it here, he would be maybe putting some value in because he wants to get the rest of this in on the river. So, it's, you know, he's showing both ends of it now, hasn't he? He's either got it or he hasn't. No, got the same hand as us. Same hand as us. And the rookie hand, the king jack, when someone opens before me and I've got the king jack, unless it's suited, I don't know where I am. I don't know where I stand on it. Like this with the jack 6, you know, this is jack 9 out here. We've got a jack 9 on the board. Jack 7, 2 spades. Jack 9, jack 7 is being represented. Or 7-9, maybe. 2 pair, that was the bet when it was over the top. He's got, you know, he'd have a full house if he had the jack 9, jack 8, wherever he is. I think we're just gonna, we ain't got a bet, so we've got all in, and that's our lot. You know, maybe Henrik is looking at that straight there, I'm not sure. So 4, 1.5 to win 4, just not getting the odds, but it's close. No seagull. needed to raise that a little bit bigger, didn't he? Nine five. Small blind, big blind, I suppose. Let's see what the 8.5 big blinds there wants to do. Oh, I think we're going to check that for a second. There's always going to be a call when he already committed himself to well over half his stack. We bounce table again, I think. Jesus Christ, I can't keep up with the game sometimes. There it is, that goes on now. Let's try and see if we can. Ooh, mate, window title must match. No, let's just get another one up there if it don't match. There it is. Right. Stick that one down. I expect everybody to check this down. Nope, it's got a straight. No, no, no. Absolute pile of shit. Limped. There's the flowers for you. Good for you. Yeah, we're going to call that. Seriously. Unbelievable. Just run it straight out for everybody when I've got them proper, both of them absolutely dominated to the fucking floor. Unreal. I don't know if it's the game a lot of whether they turn up a dial for luck. So all the shit players, people that have got a fucking certain score level or something, they turn up the luck level for them, right? Everyone on their fucking other thing, they turn down their luck level. You know, they can make it so that there's more facing off with each other. You know, here we go. Fuck me. Come on, the Queen. Whoever's trying to shoot me, there's not one person on the table can take me out, for God's sake. You idiots. But if I've got Jack 10 or 2, half your stack later. Yeah, come on it. What you got? A 10. Oh, now you've got a fucking 9-8. gut shot. You called for a fucking gut shot, Layla. Jesus Christ. Fuck's sake, man. Yeah, yeah, go for it. Go for it. Yeah, best way to be out of there. Let's see if we can get a bit of tilt somewhere else. Yeah, the free roll. Okay, let's get that one up. There. Hey, presto. Yeah, no need. Oh, pocket beans. Let's watch these go down. Okay, we're not going to get too despondent, too depressed on the fucking game. But let's just fucking spin it. That was such a wild and weird game, I suppose. You got so many people at different levels playing it. Then you got people's different temperaments playing it. Then you got people's different skill levels playing it. I mean, like it's a game of absolute unknowns. And then you've got the randomness of how these 52 cards come out. You don't know who's had what cards have gone or anything. It's such a mystery, isn't it? And we try and work out what people might have and what cards and all that stuff. You know, do they know I need a six? Has he got a pair of sixes and I'm just calling for two dead cards in the pack that's just not going to come? Do you know what I mean? Like he's got two pair here, maybe. We're not betting for an inside straight draw. And now, let's say a six of spades comes down. Where would we be with that board? There'd be a straight on it. There'd be a full house. There's a full house now, you know. Someone probably got this full house and they're playing it all cagily, aren't they? You really are calling for a bad card. Even if he's betting on the flush, we're only calling for three of the sixes. Um, you know, 6% chance on the river. I mean, what are we looking at there? 14.5%, 14%, 14 to 1 shot, sorry. You know, it's just ridiculous odds, isn't it? We'll get a spin up hand in a minute. There have a little feed game for the millions. That's the 20-cent tournament. There's like 80 people in that field at the moment, 90 people. Um, Starting on a 40 big blind stack, which is relatively short in tournament sense. Oh, Let's see how big. Oh, we've got an all in. Let's have a little spin up. So we've got ace king here or ace queen or something. Something big, kings, queens, aces. On Michael McLeod. Ace jack, we'll put him on. It's a stab. Ace jack. We've gut shot on the 8. Not going anywhere, are we? Don't want the 8 now, or 6. We'll take that. 5. Low end straight, just missed it out, didn't he? Needed that. Needed a 6. Wait. Call for value. Hits a little bit of value there, don't we? So we're going to bet. We're going to stick a bet in for that. We've got 6 in this. We're just going to do it a min. Min 1 in. Calling that. Potting that up. Did we get it? We didn't get it. We're out of there. We could call for a miss straight, miss flush. There's a lot of that going on that board, but he's also got king, he's got queen in his hand, he's got tens in his hand, he's got all that range in his hand. So we're being beat by a lot of hands there. Yeah, we're maxing out here. Ace 7, ace king to the 9s. Brick. Why is that happening today? Like, how is it that on one side of the fence we're getting all them hands where we've got the ace king, ace queen, and we're running into 8s and 9s, and they're setting up, and I keep going, oh look, another set, oh it's another set, right? And then on the other side of the camp, when we've got a pocket pair, there's no sets. And always we're running up against either 2 aces, 3 aces. Do you know what I mean? We're running against like ace king, ace 7, and ace 10, ace 4, ace 3, ace queen, whatever. Right? And lo and behold, bang, a fucking aces out the door. You go, what the fuck? How the fuck does that happen? Well, we're not bouncing back in that one. It was bad luckness. So frustrating. So frustrating, you wouldn't believe. I thought it was going to be a 4-card flush then. I honestly believed in my heart of hearts, oh no, here we go again, it's a 4-card flush. King queens, 10s. Look like king queen might be popping out here. 50-50. Yep, we managed to hold. Standard run out. So yeah, this is the goof accounts I call them. On this, a lot of these people in these free rolls, logging on and And each day they're goofy players, don't know what to play. Or they used it to learn to play the game, I don't know. See when the limper is. Very slow. That's where the limper is. The limper is slow. Jesus Christ. Not fucking rocket science, is it? Let's see where we are. I think he's got like fucking pocket aces or something. Maybe pocket eights. What do we have? He had ace four. Ace four. So he picked up the bottom end port four. We give him that. He was calling for a bluff catcher. Maybe. He just believed we didn't have anything. So limped under the gun with an ace four. For those who know, he's yellow for a reason. If you know, you know. Oi, 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 oi. Ugh. So I found out why the fucking software kept crashing, which is the fucking OBS video link to the NVIDIA suite. Don't want to chat with each other. And every time we stick that camera on, it tells us to fuck off. So off we fuck. Reading up, see if we've got anything else going on. Live version stable, mostly tested. Activity feed, elements control center. TikTok chat, YouTube chat. I think we've got that up. Jack free suit is not a call. And there it is, though. There's the Jack free. Why did we play it? So Adam dominated with Jack Freedom. And people might say, oh, why didn't you play him suited? No, Jacks and threes and Jacks fires, whatever, don't play well at all. You're going to find yourself running in up against it a lot of the time. do like the hands that people have that are strange and wonderful to have in your range. And some people have the Jackson 5, the J5, the Motown, as it's named. Albeit it should be named the Jackson 4 now, I think, shouldn't it? It's even down further than that now. I think he's the only one to go, isn't he? So, not sure who the purchaser of the book was, but someone recently bought the Advanced Strategies book, the second one in the edition. Um, First one being for absolute beginners. Nice one to buy your nephew or your niece or whatever who wants to look into poker at an early age. It shows them the fundamentals of the game. And then there's an advanced strategies one that takes it through to the next sort of some levels, introducing people to GTO and hand strategies and stuff. And then we'll be looking at a third book coming out soon, which will be concentrating more on the explorative side of poker and the any two cards. When I say any two cards, I mean anything within the range of hands that can make other hands. So that's all suited connectors, um, and also I mean we look at a lot of one gap suited connectors in the higher end range, like all the ball rays and stuff. But it's good to have the one gap connectors in your repertoire as well for explorative poker. And it depending on the game setting you're at and who's at the table, depends on what sort of ranges you're using, what cards you're calling with, what cards you're raising with, and what cards you're putting in for value. And it's good to everybody's got to have some bluffs, right? And when people talk about having some bluffs, they're normally talking about having some hands that they bluff with, like let's just say a 7-2, right? Now I know it's an absolute dog crap of a hand, but some people include it in their range as a bluffer, but also a hand that is so disguised you will give up all your money when they hit it, which is full houses and the likes of. It's very hard to see someone with a 7-2 on a board that you've bet in big with and they raised with on the pre-flop. And that's where you are with bluffing hands. They're hands that you're opening, you're sizing your bet in, everything is centered around having ace, king, aces, or whatever, because you're bluffing with it. So you need to be able to get down to a proper showdown scenario. Um, you need to be getting down to the river scenario, and be able to either have enough chips there to be out shoving that they can go, oh no, he's definitely got the aces. I'll put him on that, or you've actually hit a bomb because you've got 7-2 full house on the board or whatever, or quad sevens or quad twos or something ridiculous. I go, no, he can't have a two. He can't have a two because who the fuck would open like that with a two unless it was pocket twos and go, no, he wouldn't re-raise with twos, would he? And the other thing is about players and the way in which they play is that some hands you put aside as a free bet or four bet even. These especially aces and kings. I mean, like if you're not free betting them, what the fuck are you doing? unless you're trapping, if you're going down this trap route. But if you're gonna, if you're playing a pocket pair, someone's raised it, well, you should be asking a question back. Have you got a pair in your hand? Have you? And re-raise them, because only certain hands will re-raise you again, won't they? And you're getting answers back from a question of a bet. If you just float call it, then you're getting no answers. You're waiting for a flop to come out and then hoping that you either set up with your twos or your threes or your fours or whatever you've got. I hope there's no ace out and all this sort of stuff. So we're gut shot on that bloody 8 again. We're just we're going to check to the aggressor to see what he goes in with. 18 bigs in the pot at the moment, so I expect about 6 or something. So we're now up and down straight drawn. I think we're putting a little bet. It's a third of the pot. And then we've got all the bluffs there. And we've got all the bluffs because we're in small blind here. We're the person that can have the 6, the 7, the 8. Yeah. The 6s, the 4s, the 3s, all these sort of numbers. Now again, we've got to have the aces here. Small blind, big blind are calling on quite a big range. Small blind's calling on button. And blinds, big's calling on cut off. Teddy's testing. He's all in. Didn't realise that. So we just gut shot on that. Gut shot on the 6. Pings a 3 out there on the turn. Let's check down. Do ask sometimes what the king 3 is doing calling that on the start. With 94, 80 big, so you can understand. And remember, we're in the free roll, so no one's got anything invested. Welcome to the team, Jonas. Thanks for joining us. Not sure we're all on the same conversation here. You've noticed I struggle doing talking and typing at the same time. Maybe I need to get myself a little dictaphone. I shouldn't stop using my fingers. hopefully off to the World Series at some point or other. Got it on the agenda. Heading off to South America's direction in not too distant future. I'm going to try and keep the stream going and hopefully get broadcasting from around the globe. What we're doing on this pod, we've got nothing really invested. Just drop out of that. We're folding out here. I can bounce a table off. Let's get a table up. We're just going to go into I'll open up a $2 table for Jonas, just so he can see how the cash works. Cash is a different beast altogether. You've got to remember that. And realistically, you should try and concentrate on one area of expertise to start with. And tournaments are the best place to learn poker because you only have got to invest a smaller money at the start and you get good 4 or 5 hours, 6 hours of gameplay. Whereas cash, you can be sort of investing in, max buy-in every 30 minutes, depending on how you're running. It's a game of variance to think about that as well. So let's just get a cash game on. So cash, let's find a $2 table. There we go. We've got a 5 of 6, about $1.30. So we gut shot on the king here. We're going to bet into the ace. I think we opened the pot. We did. We've set up now. He's saying he's got a full house. That's what he's saying here. No, he hasn't. Okay, so let's just go back. Let's get that table up here. Right, we've got a table up. So first rule of Fight Club is do not press the play now button when you're playing cash. A lot of rookies go down that route straight away, want to get in the game straight away. That's not the answer. The answer is to, let's get that poker game up there. Oh, he's got pocket pair of some description. He's raised, we raised, he's gone all in. 124 bigs. It's a free roll. We're going to take the spin. He's got ace king, so it's 50-50. The 9. 4 do. Alright, so let's just get this cash table up here. Amsterdam 212, if anyone wants to come and join us there. Amsterdam 212, that's that down in the bottom left hand corner, Jonas. I'll switch screens for you so you can get the big view. And you see that we've got this play now button down here begging us to start the game already. And you don't want to. You want to wait, because if you don't, you're basically giving up money. You're giving up early money. Just bring that down a little bit. We've got it 4.5. We've got 7.5 in the pot, so 3.5 to win 7.5. It's not no odds. Queen, eh? Just done a straight pot odds there on that one. We're sorting out the stream here going on at the moment. We're just moving things around a bit on the screen. Whoop, something like that. Right. Okay. Hunky dory, that's going up and down. Got sixes on a free roll, and we're just waiting for the big blind position, which we're in now in the cash. And the first thing I've got to do is I've got to remember to go to the cash and click on the, make sure we're on auto rebuy to max. We don't ever want to be sitting under starting stack, because we are vulnerable then. And also we want to try and be doubling our position, so we can't double that if we've hemorrhaged loads of chips at some point. We don't believe the ace, but we've got nothing else on the board to call on. And the thing with cash, I'm just going to raise in there. I'm just going to check this one down on the free roll. I don't know what he was betting on. Right, so we've got ace-7, so we're opening the pot. Standardise your betting all the time. Don't bet big because you've got big hand. Don't bet small because you've got a small hand. Just standardise it. Standardise the betting. We're going to bet out on the king queen. We're going to bet into the pot by 2/3, 3/4 of the pot. Make it nice, sizable. And we're basically representing all the ace king, all that range straight away. And I think he's drawing to the diamonds, so we're going to check it. If no diamond comes out, now we put a big bet in. If he puts a bet in, we can come in up over the top. He's got diamonds. Gonna fold. No, he called us down with the king high. Jesus fuck. Right then. But you can see there, look, we've lost the pan, but we bumped straight back into our £2 straight away. And it was probably bad betting. We didn't range the fella yet at all, did we? Float line 8-9. We're in total gamble mode here with the play at the moment. And it does come down a lot, I think, to stake sizes and stack sizes. So we've got at least betting out on a queen. Sorry, Jonas, I ain't even had time to read at the minute. Right. How many? What you got? A pair of kings. It's fair plays. Let's resume that. Need an 8 or a 9 on the river. I suppose we didn't get it. I can't see the screen. Yeah. So it's just bounced straight back in again. And it's like closed kings. You know. It's one of those things. We called him with our sixes. Called him with a 6-5 at 2 pair. Backdoor straight draw going on here. We're going to go for a pot. Try and take it down. He's got to go ace-X here, hasn't he? Or we're all in. It's the only bet we've got. Cooling's got another card that comes, so he's calling on the flush. And that was just sheer aggression to that one down. You know, maybe he looked at the last hand. We didn't want to lose again. Oh, pot odds. You know, that's great. Great question. So, if someone's betting, let's say you go into a pot and there's a there's £100 in it. There's £100 in the middle of the pot. And someone bets £20 into the pot, making the pot £120. And you've got to call it with £20. That means that pot is giving you odds of 6 times your money. Because you've got to put £20 in there. And if you win it, you're going to win 140. Your £20 plus the 120 that's in there. So that's 6 to 1 times your money. Does that make any sense, Jonas? Let's just check this down. See what he's got. So they're all playing pretty premium at the moment. No one's really gambling. Not really seeing it much yet. It's just min raising. 7-8 bet on a middle pair of that. So hit bottom pair here. He could have a big pair in his hand. Let's see where he is if he raises. No, we've got the backdoor straight, the backdoor flush going on there as well. We're going to value it. I think probably just check it. The jack's a worry card on the river there. And he had the 5 all along. So he had top pair, second best kicker in the game. Yet he did not raise at one point. Pre-flop, he's nearly all fucking in, isn't he? Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, you can't play stupid sometimes, can you? Maybe you got to be stupid yourself. Yeah, so pot odds, if your hand is, let's say, so now let's put that in perspective of hands, right? So now, let's put you on a gut shot. You've got an inside straight draw. You need a 10. There's only 4 10s in the pack, you think. Yeah? So if there's 4 pack, if there's, how big's this geezer's A series is a worry, isn't it? We opened, he flat called. Ace King's raising there, isn't it? Ace 5. So we've got hopefully for a split pot. Or we hit a 2. Or a 3. And then a 5. No. So that's the way the cookie crumbles. And that's why the bullets, it's like the bullets of things. So now let's draw this back of how the pros go, right? Of pros sitting down at a table. And now we're going to be folding the shit out of everything. And now we're only going to be playing, in the GTO sense of the word, in position, certain card ranges. Yeah. So are you at that point in the game is the question. Do you know what ranges you're on and what range you want to go at? If you're sticking to a GTO, then it's going to be very strict on what cards you open in what position, very strictly. So this one, early position, queens is always a raise. I'm going to let that go. It's tripped out. I'm going to put a bet in for value. We want to try and build the pot, but no takers, no kings out there, no king 10, no nothing. 8, 9. Again, we're just going to come into a min raise because we're under the gun. Bet sizing can alter slightly. And it's enticed the flat callers. Now we've got any 2 cards being presented here. We might just be checking round. Yeah, so sorry, going back to pot odds. If you're looking at a gut shot, you're basically looking at 11.5 to 1 shot, so 12 to 1 shot. Now, if your hand strength that you're trying to get to win this pot is 12 to 1, you need to get 12 to 1 odds, don't you? Because that hand's not going to be coming in very often. If you're lucky, it's going to be coming in 10 times, once in 10 times, once in 12 times, once in 13 times, once every 15 times. Might come once every 4 times. But that's the gamble you're taking there, isn't it? Massive gamble because you're not getting the odds for that hand to get a realisation. I don't even know where we are on that cash table there. Well, 8-9. Yeah, we didn't make nothing here going down, did we? Now we've got a flush on the other side. Let's just reduce that size up. Screen. We're easy folding out the flush draw. Checking in with a queen 9. Don't know where this guy is on my left. He's limped in. I think he's linked in with a small pocket or something. Queen I might have it. That king I would have been there unless the 5 who hit something on the board didn't have no bet ever. Everyone's checking. It's not people trying to trap with £2. I don't think so. They've just seen me go all in back 3 times. So we've got 8-5 suited and we're in the small blind. It's a defence hand that we can defend with to a reasonable size bet. And we can also use it as a bluffing hand, but we don't want to be doing that really. So at the moment, this is where the pot odds are coming in. We've got to put 1 in to get 7 back. I mean, it's a no-brainer, isn't it? We get 3-1 to hit any 2 cards. We get 50% to hit any 2 cards by the river. Any one of them 2 cards by the river. So when we're talking about that, I mean, we can put him on an 8. Small like big blind now, we can put him on the 4-9 maybe. We need too much going on, really, don't we? We've got runner straight going on. Need 7s out, need 5, need 5s out, need 6s out. So we're on a button, 3-9's insta fold. There's no point. It's not even a bluff hand. We can't even push the big small blind, big blinds with that. Tripped out, made 5 pence. So that's not good. Not good EV going on for his hand at all there, was it? Didn't put any value into the hand at all. So we've tightened up like a drum. I'm trying to give you some impression of how it is on a real live cash table, really. If you was playing for a higher stake, let's say you was coming in here for 2 grand or 20 grand or something, you know. So we've got ourselves in a bloody 4-way all in with a jack 9. So let's see what we can do with jacks here. Hopefully we get a raise. No, we don't get a raise. We just standard in. Not repping, not trying to give up our hand, what we've got now. And under the gun here with the king 10 off, it's really, in cash, it's really tight if I fold that. It's extremely tight play. And what I'd normally expect to happen is like around the table, he would be raising me, putting in 12. So we've hit top pair. We don't know where our 10 is really, do we? We're just going to continuation bet it for value. And to ask a question, have you got a king or 6 or a 2? Or have you got 6-2 or king 6? Or what have you got? You got nothing. Okay, see you later. And we can do 2 ways. We can check that flop. But then where are we if a jack comes out? Or not a jack, but a 5, say, you know, and give someone maybe a 5-6-2 pair. Who are probably folding maybe to the bet on the flop because they're looking, oh, he's got a king, and they fold their 5 straight out. Whereas if we check it, we let that 5 get a 2 pair, or 5 in starting to make straights up and stuff. So I understand the thing with the price now, but either you have it or you... See, it's not about having it or not. It is a good way of explaining it, right? So let's give yourself, let's say I've got pocket kings and I decide to go all in pre-flop and the flop, and I get a caller from ace nine of all hands, or ace six, ace five calls me, yeah? And now the cards run out, and it runs out a complete brick board right away through to the turn. But then on the river, bang, there's an ace. Now, if I'd have bet the kings properly pre-flop, I would have still made money on my kings by the end of the river because we wouldn't have made it to the river. On the flop, I'm coming in with a massive bet. If he calls me on the turn is another massive bet because I'm protecting my kings at all times here. Don't like the board. Why not have a bet in, see if he's got any spades? He's saying he's got two pair here, or he's got flush already. Well, go on, off you go, fella. Pocket fours, same again, just open them. If we get re-raised with the fours, we can easily fold them. We've got a paired board. It's just hope we've got no 8 or 10 up there. Now we've got 6 cards to contend with. 2 of them ain't got it, 3 of them ain't got it. So there we go. Yeah, so going back to that, the kings pushing in pre-flop puts themselves at risk. And you're giving up all those big blinds for a coin flip. We're going to pop bet this for 2 limpers because it's our big blind. And we've missed the flop, but we're going to bet it. And we're going to go big on it. He's saying he's got a jack. I could have 8, 9. Put himself on a jack now, isn't he? No, he had the 7. King 7 comes in with a big bet. Unbelievable. And this is where you are, and this is the exploitative range of poker. So King 7 is an exploitative hand. King 7 is not an open hand for a ring table. King 7 off. King 7 suited, yeah. You know, where's he at with it? We've gone back gambling mode. Let's try it. He says you never go all in on the flop. Let's just put it all in there. Go on, all in on the flop. We've got a 9 or 6, sorry. Yeah, well, I took it down. Maybe you have something going on it. No, you're gonna running into loads of stuff. Now let's see how big his ace is over here. Pair. What's he got? Queen 10, 2 paired off the bat. We have to have a look. Yeah, Matty. All right, we're not going to continue with the cash games anymore. Oh, I'll tell you what, we'll play out this one. We'll play out this. I'm just going to go completely wild. Yeah, we'll play out this blind. Come on, Matt, you got 7, 8. 7, 8 off, Matty. Ace, king. Off. This is the second one, so I might get a call. No. Ace king off that one. That's 6-10. Terrible hand, but yeah, it makes a straight. We've got gap connector. Yep, come on, Matty, let's do it. Come on, Matty. Take the £2. It's there for you. That's it. There you go. There you go. Okay, we did say that was the last one. We make this the last circuit. Just swap over our lobbies. Back in there. But yeah, you get just, I mean, like, I've not give you a good example of cash at all, really. You should really be sitting there tight ranges. You've got to be keep maintain starting stack at all times, and get it in good when you feel it's good. You know, it's the philosophy of cash. Um, it's one of those things though. You'll find that you have aces that go down to kings. You know, you're going to have ace king that gets beat by an ace six. You're going to get, you know, pocket queen's going to get beat by 7-8. You know, you're going to get all these horrible runouts that are horrible. You know, and you think to yourself, oh, what did he call in that? Why did he call there? He nearly ran a runner. Why did he call? But this is the game, the mentality some of them players are playing. They're going, well, I'm going to get run up. Let's see what the turn turns into. You know, if he gives me a 10, he opens that hand up. If he gives me a 6, he opens this hand up. You know what I mean? So they're playing a totally different game, aren't they? Potting up king queen. All gambling mode now. And a lot of time with a cash game, you're looking really got to get and see the flop. It's all about a flop game. There is a lot of bluffing that can happen. You know, people can bluff like there's no tomorrow in the game. It's not going to hang about in it at the moment. We're well down on the things. We need to make maximum EV on each hand if we can. Well, why didn't you call him down to the turn or whatever and then raise it? Well, if he either had it or he didn't, and I don't think he did, so I don't think he was betting on the, because we called. I don't think he's betting on the turn. So we lost value. We lose value anyway by not raising him. Popping up there. Check fold there. Back doors all over the bloody shop here, aren't we? We're missing. So yeah, I've got ace 10 there to pocket kings. Not going to happen, is it? Two. Lose. Squeeze these two. Matty's in. Need a 5. You reckon Matty's got ace 5? Ace queen, ace 5. We can put him on. Ace 3. No bet, ace 3. Unbelievable. All right, we're out of it. I don't want to continue. We're folding and we are out. Be Jesus. What are we calling off now? We're calling off another 22 bigs with a king 5 suited. Jesus Christ. And we've got this guy who ain't even gone all in. He's left himself a bus fare home. I mean, what's he got then? Oh my God. Oh my God. He's put in point eight with a big blind. I've got a fold. Jesus Christ. The only person we were real wound up there was the sevens. It is a bit frustrating in the game sometimes. I'm too long in the tooth to trust these computers. How is it possible we can make a computer like create cards and have cards, and then and they go, well, it's just random. Well, we go, well, yeah, okay, but you're telling the computer how to random though, how to be random. You know what I mean? Like, what's that? How does that work? If we tell the computer how to be random, is it still random? We tell it because this is what random is. You be like that. You act like that. Well, no, it's just you can't, can it? It needs some actual direction. A computer, so we have to direct it to be random. Someone has to tell it to be random. I mean, they go, oh no, well, it's a random number generator. Yep, I agree. I've worked with them. These random number generators, RNGs. Yeah. I mean, firstly, ask yourself a question: is it shuffling the deck? Each deck, is it a new deck? Is it a newly created deck each time and shuffled, or is it a deck that's already been shuffled and used? Each game is a new instance, isn't it? And if that is the case, that means each deck is completely brand new. Each deck is created by the computer. Computer says there are 52 cards, which consist of 4 suits, 4 things. So yeah, you just got to be really careful online poker, and that's why, if you notice, all these games I'm playing on here are for a quid or two. Uh, so our ace two, ace jack. Sorry, here we go. Let's get some chips in. So we've got an open. We're going to pot him up. So it's about 5x where he's at. 4x, 5x. Plus we've got the limpers. So he's not going anywhere now. He's going all in. Oh no, he's not gone all in. We put him on a king, can we? Probably got king 9. He's going all in. He's all in with queens. We're folding them. that. What we're doing here? Getting a button pushing our small blind. An A7's not a great hand, but you know, like what's this person representing here? He's saying he's got an ace. Call him down here with a flush bolt. 10-7. When you're in that stealer button, stealer position like that, you know, a lot of the time you've got to look at it for that. That's what they're doing, is stealing it, pushing your blinds. And when the people barrel it, you know, barreling bets down to rivers, you've got to sometimes ask the question. So we just got to close out this one now, this tournament, and I think we're all in. What 44th man gets an 11-cent ticket, so we want to do better than 11 cents for our time on here. We want to be a 50-cent ticket at least, don't we? You know, dollar ticket. But the free rolls, I mean, again, there we're not looking at to make a bankroll off of them. What the free roll tickets do is it catapulting you into tournaments that are going to get you a bankroll. And that's a trick to free roll poker. You know, is to be able to roll around, like trying to think of it. You put 20 quid on it back at a time, and then how long's that £20 roll around for? You know, it should roll around a long time, shouldn't it? I mean, like at 20-cent tournaments and 11-cent tournament, 50-cent tournaments, you go, wow, I wonder how long is it going to take me to use that £20 up? You'd have to be an extremely bad player, wouldn't you? Absolutely shit to be losing your bolt with $20 when you're talking 10 cents, 50-cent buying. You know, how many buy-ins have you got? And a lot of these tournaments, if you're picking up $6, $5, $3, $10, you know, a big one might be $14. You know, like these sort of numbers, you can see that you shouldn't really be digging in too much on your 20 quid. These short stacks are going to start powering in. Their little chips. And that little chip stack is basically starting stack size. So Bazari has not played an hand the whole tournament, probably. Be pushing up. Oh, don't know what happened to our stream. We've got ace flush developing. Here it is. King 6, mid pair. Club. Ah, give him another 6. And so if we look on the table here, we've got an 18 big and a 27 big. These chips are the most valuable to us, right? So if they're coming in an hand, we better make sure we got real big, super decent cards. The other chips are worthless to us to a degree that they could cost us money on our chips, couldn't they? We could hemorrhage 9 to him, 5 to him, and 1 and 2 to him, which is 16 bigs, straight down to 35 before we know it, and we're in these people's realm. So we want to be careful with hand selection, because with one lot of hand selection could get us 3 people calling, and on another hand selection could get us 2 people calling. Aces, kings, ace, king, ace, queen versus a stupid 10 jack or something stupid. So we don't want to get caught like that with our trousers down. We get a fold. We can do something with this because we've got him chip dominated. He's going to be scared as well because of the bubble. Bazir is going to be shoving it. If Bazir shoves it, we could get him protection by going over the top of him. And now we just go for straight standard still. Nothing super with the blinds because we don't want to hemorrhage too much in case someone's got a big hand here. All we can do is check down a flush drawn board. All we can do is fold down a flush board. And he could have been doing that as a move. That can be his move, can't it? Like Jonas was talking about earlier. Just shoving on the flop. It's called the hero bet. What you do is you come in, float into the pot with everybody else as a floater, and then you leave nothing you stacked behind that's going to be all in that's going to scare the shit out of everybody. But be careful because people like me will call you. And I'm not calling for spite. I'm calling because I've got odds. That's how I look at it. And this king 9 plays 60-40 against most hands. Sometimes it's in the favour of the king 9. So top pair, second best kicker in the game. Not really going anywhere. The ace 9 is a worry, but I mean, how many people could have the ace 9 here? See if we can. Should we value that? I think that's a straight fold to half a stack. No, ace 9 he's saying he's got, or 4-3 or 4-9 or 3-9. Oh, pair of sevens. It's a strange bet for the 7 there when I bet for the 9. Normally 7s there would just set mine in and they would be folding out to any bet with higher pairs on the board. Sevens there would have been all in for me pre-flop, and I would have folded the hand I had. Even been in it. They would have probably taken the pot down and still in the game. Good range, king 3 suited to push with. Thought it was going to be a mean run out and put a 6 on the board or an ace or something. So again here we've got one of our bluffy hands. Baz is in with absolutely anything. Don't know what he's got. We're just going to flat call him. Just going to check it down the river. Just going to call it down the river. Going all in there, is he? No, he's sizing it still. So he's got a king or a queen, probably both. King Jack. Why is he betting me off with a King Jack? I don't know. Only one pair. No, it's not a big hand, is it? A pair. Last time I looked, it was just a pair. So we're gut shot on Gut shot on the straight and backdoor straight, backdoor flush possibility. We're not folding that. You know, he's definitely got an ace, definitely got a king there. No, he definitely ain't, has he? And that's where short stacks are sometimes. He took himself right out on the bubble there, basically. Oh, he did get money. He's 34th place as we're down to now. I'm just going to fold out. Got the chip lead, which don't mean shit in this game, does it? Do need to get ready soon for poker. We've got a prop 7:30 start. Got to leave about 7. I think 10 to 7. So 6:15, 4 now. Yeah, we're all right. Just set an alarm at 6. Set alarm at 6.
I've turned on your 1800 hours alarm.
Thank you. Let's get a bit of charge. Get some charge. Oh, we've got an all in. I think we're going to call him. Let's see if he's ace, king, ace, queen. I think he might be just going with the money, so it could be king Xing. Could be massive. Ace, queen. Oh, we knew it. There's the jack. Go on the jack. No king, please. Thank you. He weren't going anywhere on the board, was he? I think gut shot. Here we are, ace, queen. Maybe he thinks we're bullying. Got none of the board. Let's just check him down. If he hits, he hits. That's how I'm looking at it. If he's hit, he's hit. Ace king. No raise from ace king. No raise. No raise. No raise, Will. What are you on? Ace king. Ace king. Getting cold. Wow. So it's protecting? I don't know. Just weird. Well, he was in front, wasn't he, all the time? Didn't he think he was in front pre-flop though? Or did he think we'd had a pair, maybe? I mean, I feel like Ace King should normally be asking questions back. You're getting hands that raise you are King Queen, King Jack, King Nine. All these hands raise it. Even in these sort of games, you're getting King 8 and King 7 raising you, and you limp them. And you flat call that, do you? Yeah. Um, I'd always want to make sure that I put in a raise there to ask the question back. You're representing other hands as well. You're talking that you've got pockets. Um, some people also, as soon as they get that pushback, fold, so you can take down a hand early without going into a coin flips. So we're 58 bigs at the minute. 58 bigs, coming to the end game now, aren't we? So we're playing down to a final table, basically. We've playing 7 ringed, 6 ring tables. So 25 people, 6 ringed. We're down to like 5 tables, 4 or 5 tables. And this is where the ICM really comes into play, because you're looking at your chips independently now of position and play, and they've got their own standard, I suppose. That's the way to look at it. And at the moment I've got 2.3 mil ish. Yeah, 2.3 mil ish. The closest person in the field is King Jack no bet. So closest person in the field to us is 1.5 mil, and then we've got the rest of the field running out underneath that. And if we just have one thing to sort of have a look at is what chips you've got in circulation in the game. So we've got an average stack size of a million. So, that's the average. Now, a million chips is like 7th place man. So if there is 7th place man, there's 21 people, there's 14 people underneath a mil in the game. So we can now look at this in stages. So we've got the top man, which is myself, happy enough. Let's just call that 50% of the field chips. Yeah. So we've got top. Everyone's on average stack of a mil. So top 8 people, that's 8 mil. Top 9 people is 9 mil. Top 10, we've got 10 mil. That means that 15 people underneath that are bashing up to around probably about 5 mil. So at any point, anyone from underneath or anywhere in the game can be 15 mil deep, can they? Take out everybody else apart from me. Some people just go and take a walk away from the tournament at this point. They would go and put the chair up, sit out, go and get themselves a cup of coffee, rub down, rub off, rub out, whatever they're doing, and then and come back to the table. Once this slaughtering stage has gone out a little bit, once these smaller stacks are starting to drop off, like the 9-10s running up against it here with the ace 10, domination. Jack 4 hit up. Just check in there. We've got a flush draw. Only a diamond's going to continue on that ball, doesn't it? So I don't like the min on the button. Maybe they're stealing, maybe they're not. I ain't looked at my chip size. Let's check over for the aggression. If they want to bluff, they can do now, can't they? No, they're not going to bluff. Let's see if they bluff the turn. No. Okay, let's just pot it. Take it down. That review. Nice. We've got fuck off. Bosco Dela. Whatever that might mean in that, whatever language that is. I'm going to fold out. I do want to come in and try and nick their blind off them. Fuck off. Boss Cordella. Los Cordella. Los Cordilla. Yeah, nice one. I want to mark them up as piss. Fuck off. Nice. So we'll see where Bosquella gets to on the final table. 16 players left. Can't see unless he's got to make some moves to get his to keep in play. He's down at 8 now with a blind winner. Have that. Wonder if we can get that in there. Oh, that's not what we wanted. Maybe we can go to no, it's not that one. That is. It's desktop. We want copy and paste. Where's that fucking gone? So he's basically putting half his stack for. He's not folding, is he? Will's Will's in the chip lead. Rock on, Will. Good to see. We was just talking about this. Can change on a shoestring, can't it? Rock on. Do like to see people getting their power positions up. And to amount, you think how many runners we had in this tournament? It was 380 people entered, and we're now down to 14 people. So everyone deserves a pat on the back here, don't they? I mean, it's not much lucky play. It's cool. Crack on. Nice one, Will. Don't forget to give us a subscribe, mate. Where you from, fella? What part of the world do you will from? Just been shouting at Jonas. He's from Poland. Will Lundy. Where you from? Are you anywhere in London? Where are you from, mate? you play much live poker? That's where the action is. That's where it's all at. What do you use the free roll for? Is it training? Bank roll builder? Is it, you know, for a bit of practice in the game? Sweet. Sweet. Yeah, don't get up there muchness. Big tournament, Manchester coming up. Big Tawny Manchester. So what we're going to do here? We're looking for a file table. We're actually going to play. Let's play. We've got Mad Boys all in. Bosco's out. He's re-raised us. We're flat calling. Let's check that one down. He's probably got a key in his hand now. Has he got a straight? Has he got a flush? We should really. I'm just going to check it down for. I'm going to put a 1 in. We got paid. Worried about a flush, but I don't think he's checking a flush on that at the end of the river there. Paid for it though. So we took back position. Oh, come on then. Let's see what you got. King 6 to King 5 to Queen 6. Come to 7. Wow. Wow. Boscadilla, lucky shit. Lucky Will, you ran into it there, man. No, you're just a lucky shit, mate. You're lucky shit. So Will's under the gun here. I think he's got a monster. I think he's looking for someone's all in. Boscadella, you're just a lucky shit, man. That's probably how your tournament's played. You hit a 1 outer. Yeah. I reckon. What you come in to play with then? King 3, man. King 3, you're just shit. You're a pile of shit. Lucky shit. That's what you are. Yeah. Definitely. I mean, he's right up there now, second chip leader or something. But you can see like other people are just using ICM, using a laddering technique. Other people will take other people out and all that stuff. you know, other people do whatever they're going to do or whatever. We're going to get the likes of this sort of shit, knob jockeys like Boscadella, who's just going to be fucking trying to, like, he's going to be pushing in probably most of his hands now in a knob jockey manner. And hopefully he's going to be running into some aces and kings in a moment. There's a lot of these people have been sitting out for a long, long, long time. So we're not going to just, this is what we said, this is where he runs into it. So this is where he half stacks off, or maybe he's actually he's running the kings. He's dead on the queen, only an ace helps him. Yeah. Little fishy, fishy, fishy. Fish shit. And him, look, he waited a long time for them kings. Over Tom. Fold. So two before the final table. We're not going to, I'm not even going to call it. Oh, right, well, I'm trying to look up my fucking paste keys. Fucking can't find them. Fucking computers. Why are they so fucking confusing at 52? It was a lot easier when I was 42, 32. Copy and paste. I can't even find it. Where'd you get the menu? How'd you get the menu up? Copy and paste menu. I thought it was like a control copy button. A, no. Q, no. No. E, no. Control is R, no. Yeah, we're all in. Ace, queen, ace, king to ace, 5. Absolute terrible call from me. Unless we got our 55% ticket. We're all happy with that. Yes, we're at the, let's give them a shout out whilst we're here. We're playing at Rayleigh tonight. Let's get some text over to people. Yeah, so tonight's game is at the Traveller's Joy at Rayleigh. Starts at 7:30 sharp, and it's only a very low $10 buy-in and $10 bounty. So there's a top up at the break for a tenner. So the most I can see myself spending is probably going to be about 30 to 50 quid, you know, a bit of bar bill and whatnot. And the pots there ran about 900 quid. so, so you can see that the value in a live £10 tournament, you can sort of 90 bag your money as much, you know, or 40 times, 40 times your money. And that's the sort of value you want to be looking at in tournaments. Really, that's the way to be at. Like if I'm going to play a £530 tournament, I'm satelliting in for 50 quid. I'm not going there and paying 530 quid. You know, and some tournaments, if it's a real big and or real special one, it's even worth doing the satellite twice and getting two tickets. You can sell one on the day for 500 quid, bang, 450 quid if you want it. You know, that'll save you buying in, mate. 400 quid, bosh, that's cash in your pocket for an £100 buying. So it's well worth looking at satellite entries into the bigger tournaments. I love the idea they've got running on here where you can do the cheap ones. Anyway, we're going to get ready for live tonight then, and yeah, thanks for joining us today. Do give us a like and subscribe if you can be fucking asked. If not, happy days. Thanks for logging in, and Will, good happy hunting up there, mate. I hope you managed to light it up, rip them down, strew 'em, rip them tonight, mate. Rock on. Have a good one, peoples.